Hello everyone and welcome back. Yes, I know that you have all of these things in the background. Well, some of you might have seen this already from my streams and such. This is my Redstone test world, where I test farm, design ideas, etc, etc. However, these are not what we're going to be focusing on today. Oh no. This is what we're going to be talking about. This little thing here. Just one of them produces an insane amount of iron. If my calculations are correct, it should be about 5,000 an hour. With 2 layers on it, 10,000. And I do believe you can build this up till about 25,000? Maybe even more, depending on if you add more slices. One slice is essentially this part here. So, if we now do I have no idea how the rest of this works, but you will see quite a few iron golems spawn in here. And the output is pretty amazing. Could have centered everything into one chest and seen how much that would be, but I have 2 connection systems on this particular one. It is possible to do something different. I do not think it would overseed how many items the hoppers can transfer in an hour. But this is the entire design. It is inspired by the 500 an hour iron farm designed by Techman88 and highlighted by Doc77. Links to their videos will be in the description box below, but it's also inspired by the Iron Flood. Now, the Iron Flood's design was not made for 1.14.4 because villagers do need to sleep and work. Which is why we now have these villager cells. And they have to be about 10 blocks apart from each other. That is important to keep in mind. I've just done something as similar, as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I place down the cauldron. And you put a zombie in there. This is fully doable in vanilla as well. You will be seeing that on my streams, because I do intend on building this in not too long. The only thing you may want to keep in mind, if a iron golem spawns down here, that might be too close to these villagers. I did not keep that in while thinking about that when I built the second layers. But it's still spawning more than just one of these. Hang on a minute. Those two were almost the same area, so they might just about be outside of distance from one another. I think I did go up by 10 here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's go from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's not entirely perfectly aligned. I would recommend trying to put these 10 blocks above these. But still, the output is pretty ridiculous, and you can always build it up by 2 or 3 more levels with it, which should still be within the spawning radius sphere. Let's see if we have any commands for that. Nope. Nope. I have no idea how carpet works. That's pretty obvious. I have to fiddle around with the carpet mod a little bit more. Hopefully I'll be able to do a better segment of this particular one. But it is very, very simple. All you need is a iron golem collection system below that spans around all of these. I've put it 4 at the side of these, Because I do think you can also put them so that you have the water funneling outwards from here and into collection system below. That is fully possible. Now I am very sorry about my voice. I am not entirely well yet. I've been sick for the past couple of days, but I am on the... Well, I am getting better again, so it's not that. But I really, really wanted to show this off. I've been working on this for about 2 or 3 days now, trying to test it, optimize it, figure out things, but I did not realize that my spawning platforms for the iron golems on the second layer was not high enough up yet. So yeah, any iron golems that spawn directly beneath these here would technically be counted as theirs as well. So that would limit the spawns that you get. I do recommend putting the villagers about 10 to 16 blocks above the next layer here. So if you have an AFK system around here, and then you build, say, 3 more layers to this, which will technically, if again, I haven't properly tested this yet, and I really want to figure out how to do that, but I believe you can push this particular design much further than what you see in front of you right now. And if my calculations are correct, you could theoretically push it towards 25,000 an hour. But I think they're... well, I might be wrong on that because I have no idea how the mob caps for iron golems work or how many can spawn in a specific area. But it would be worth a shot, right? Unfortunately, that is all that I will have time for today. I hope to get this video out as soon as possible so I can actually get started on this particular design in my Let's Play world on my streams. And I'll see if I can start condensing those streams down to episodes for YouTube for all of you. But let me just show you how to build one of these segments here real quick. But let me just make a day. So now we get rid of as many of these mobs here as possible. I'm not going to input the actual villagers for this. But this, one slice of this is essentially the same as the 500 an hour. So you put down a cauldron with a zombie inside. Up here. Put there. Trapdoor at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the 5th is where you put the beds. Here. Like so. Now, you do need a block here and a block here. Yep, that's that. In fact, you do need the cauldron to be perfectly aligned with the beds for this to properly work. So you need to do something like this. Not what I just did earlier. Which means I'm going to have to push this thing up a little bit. I think that should be fine. No, apparently not. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Just to help placing the beds down. Here we go. Brilliant. That is all that we need here. For one slice of this farm, you would need 2 of these on the sides of each other. And again, keep in mind the 10 blocks between each of the villager cells. Let's see here, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you could potentially start placing down the next cell over here. The next slice, I mean, yeah. Now you place down trapdoors like so. Oh, there we go. Trapdoor down here, trapdoor here. For more information on this particular setup here, I do highly recommend going to DocM77's videos for more technical details on how it works. That is a very good explanation. It may also be a good explanation on Techman 88's. Now you do need a block above here for the zombies so they don't start burning. If I do that, and then... Oh! Okay, yeah, there we go. So you do need a block above it. No doubt. But yes, this is essentially all that you're going to have to build, and then you have a large spawning platform up top. The thing that you need to keep in mind about the spawning platform to prevent them to spawn on top of the zombie or on top or get stuck on the villager cells, your spawning platform will have to span across the villager cells like so. That way there will be no iron golem spawns here and only on your platform above. That will then you can funnel them off into a collection system like over here. So that is all that you're really gonna need to start building this thing. You're most likely gonna need 2 cells if you want to increase this. One of these would potentially produce about 500 an hour. It is the same design as that. But having multiple in a row in like this, as you see there's a lot of iron golems. I can tell already that this is gonna be a very efficient farm. And I highly recommend that everybody tries to build one in their Let's Play worlds if they have a lot of need for iron. Yeah. That is all. I just randomly got an idea to try and build the Iron Flood in my world, and then I realized that it would not really work, but you could theoretically try and push it in. But this one, as I said, I have not yet tested the, well, not the spawn rates, but the item output. Although when I started this earlier this morning, that's about 20 minutes ago, that I started working and finishing off the second layer of this farm, there was nothing in the chests, nothing in the water streams, because I, well, froze the entire map. And this is the output in that amount of time. But since I have yet to test the actual output and figure out how that works, all I can say is an estimate of about 10,000 an hour. But again, you can also still build it a little bit higher, put your AFK spot a little bit higher up, and you would still load everything here and have spawning attempts in a radius around you. Remember, the spawning radius around the player is about 128 blocks, so do not build it much higher than what you believe would be within your spawning radius. But yeah, this has been Zetki. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.